This way, man. Look at how well they've sectioned off the side already. They've teed it, put it into quarters. Forsaken will fall though, but the utility was up.
I have to spike.
Good job isolating the Harbor on that short aim. And now PRX, they get the bomb down, but they're kind of trapped right now. They're pincered.
Starting to see some spam come through as Jing will fall. EDG holding strong. They still have plenty of numbers to go against this as Divine and something. The remaining pieces of this puzzle that EDG are to solve will crumble. The pistol the way of EDG. He's about to have his hands full. Patient. The blind is too much.
Good reaction from PRX. And Jing, he has something to say.
Pushing
the Kong.
Pushing the pace and getting up into heaven, getting another kill with it, but EDG on the counterpunch. Smoggy on the swing. PRX.
You imagine something's gonna have to jiggle, but he gets taken out. No utility.
He had almost gotten past it. Well handled there. Jing using his rocket, connecting onto two. They were sitting ducks with nowhere to go. And Divine continues to pile it on.
What? It's outrageous.
That shot is ridiculous. Smoggy will be forced to convert into a 1v3. Okay. Never saw what hit him.
I suggest you move.
A little scary for nobody there, but Jing.
The Reckoning invested. Jing tried getting out and finding space. Paper X though, they've slammed their faces into the wall. They haven't really been able to get out, but they are getting the frags that they need. Now creeping forward, Smoggy playing on the other side of the smoke. It's gonna get clotheslined. Again, a situation where he didn't really realize where the pressure was coming from. And now they're gonna hunt down Kong. He's got the op in hand. He's gonna have to do his damnedest to try to hang on to it. Mind Freak will cross. Divine will too. Spotted him, lands the shots. Now hunting for a second. Cannot connect.
I think they're just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if EDG continue to hide as much as they can, they might not get the cue to abort. Now they're gonna be pushing forward ahead of all of his Harbor utility as they try to take the fight. The gun's on the other side, just too good though. Ooh, Jing on the snap, just gets destroyed. EDG might have overrun them into this, but they're so weak. And the thrash isn't gonna connect. Fortunately for Kong, though, Forsaken had a classic out. Divine's left alone. Not a ton of HP. Both of them fall, but the Red Bull clutch comes through for Paper Rex. Not a fake. It's not a fake. Jing is already trying to getting out, invested the rocket. Something has been such a menace so far.
It's such a pace that they're putting on EDG right now.
Oh, the paranoia is good, but even when that connects, the kills come through. Very nicely done by Kong. To respond a little bit, you imagine that's going to call the rotate out from the spike back towards A. And Chichu, thinking the same thing, was considering B, but will now throw it back.
And Mind Freak, he took his time in here coming out of showers. He had to if he wanted to get any type of space, so gets info that Chichu is in CT. There could still be one player here, though, and I think that's why he's so wary. I mean, look at how cautious PRX are playing right now. They're waiting for the Harbor wall, waiting for all utility. The Molly? Oh!
A little bit of high ground found. Nobody's positioned, so concealed. Now the flash in his face on the swing. Settles the shots. Gets Mind Freak. A 3v2 still the way of Paper X. Now Kong's left alone. He's got an op in hand. Divine is weak, but that's another round the way of Paper X.
This one back.
Yeah, try to get ahead of this stack. Really nice shot out from Smoggy.
It was a pixel.
I like this reposition a lot as well.
Yeah, this is the Omen shining right now. Able to play up close, get a kill, TP out. In this case, TP on top of this little weird high ground. I wonder if Jing wants to clear this. I wonder if he's aware.
That flash from nobody was so good. It went through the roof in hookah to make sure that there was nobody pushing in sand.
That was very cool.
Forsaken has taken a lot of space into Octagon. He's the one with the spike. So there's got to be success found from hookah.
Yeah, nobody has to drop here for PRX to steal this one away.
And it's not going to happen. And things slow down. They've come to a screeching halt. Forsaken on the swing. Nobody on the shots. The Harbor down. Now utility pushing forward. EDG are playing this really patiently, not forcing the matter in from spawn, not forcing the matter in from backside. Happy to hold the line as best as they can, but nobody finally falls. Kong on the swing, and he's overwhelmed. The contain has been lost. The spike has been picked up. And now it's a fast rotate from something B, while Jing draws as much attention as he can. Be a nuisance. That's exactly what he does.
30 seconds left.
Doesn't land the shots, but the veil has been lifted. They've realized that the spike's not here.
The Empress will go down. It's honestly what opened up that entire comeback into this round. And the Reyna, I mean, he's got full utility now. If he gets a kill, he can just get out of dodge.
And he's holding the line on both spots to jump.
It's so scary playing against a Reyna like something.
He's still gonna have to win this 1v2 though. For Paper Rex, he's gotten it down to 1. Tries to reposition, 23 HP, 1 step to the right. All it will take, Smoggy's holding the line. Anchored in, but now on the tap, spots him again. 4 HP now for the duelist. Something's creeping his way forward. He's got the knife out now, switching over to the Vandal. Not able to snap onto the shots. Can Smoggy get the defuse? Yes, he can. Now traded on the other side. The Seekers going forward. Chichu happy to hold the other side of the map. While the fight ensues, B. Devi, massive kills. A 3v3 now. The spike making its way at B as Chichu repositions. He left the pit. He rotates over, but now with 10 seconds left. Paper X trying to get back to A as fast as they can and get the spike down.
So much to worry about. You have to worry about short, but Devi, he's kind of ahead of it.
Wise to it, not able to land the shots the first time around.
That was a great jiggle from Chichu. He got the info that both players now are stuck in U-Haul, and he just has to wait for his teammates to push up.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Now Jing turning his attention back there. Devi falls. Jing cannot hold up. Showers, but they deposit Kong. They have Haodong rotating back. Meanwhile, Jing, doesn't connect on the rocket. It slams into the wall, and Smoggy's there to punish with it. Nobody, the firing line as Smoggy joins in on the fun. The dizzy over the top. Almost everyone going the way of Smoggy, but Chichu's the one to clean it up.
Hookah rush or presence, and that flash to re-walk in. That's proactive.
The protocols were really nice, but the armor on Kong.
Yeah, those shots just didn't hit the mark for something.
I mean, he dinked him, but he had light armor in a classic. Yeah, that's what decides that. That's just crazy. It seemed like they had everything prepared, and fortunately for them, if something goes down, Jing and Devi clean it up. The frenzies are perfect. Now, can you imagine they're going to do it once more? Kong still pushing his way forward. Forsaken on the other side. Won't be around much longer.
The man just doesn't die to judges.
You hear Wingman going forward. Jing has played this position so well, man. He buys his time and he strikes when everything is right. And now the showstopper not gonna connect. I don't know where that rocket went.
Mind Freak took the head off of Haodong, so couldn't get value. Yeah, couldn't get value there. With Smoggy, the reposition on short here, and nobody just finessing through the smoke. He finds the timing.
It's so perfect. Devi falls 2v2. Nobody's left in a 1v1. Mind Freak waiting on the other side. He's got that Guardian in hand.
He's playing it so well.
He's buying so much time and then delivers the shots anyway.
The nade will delay them momentarily, but there's still so much utility.
Oh, those satchels, not able to get him into safety. The spam on the other side is the guns from Paper X just not holding up.
And now he can get Seekers if he grabs that orb before the bomb goes down.
Something's got to judge, but at that distance,
Got him.
Deciding not to fire.
I've got your trail.
Opting for the kill potentially instead.
Just secure the round. I don't mind using these Seekers as well. It could set you up to get those kills easier.
A lot of space here that they're going to have to take, and with all of the guns on the other side, I mean, that Cove will certainly help. But Haodong, this has gotten messier than it should have. Chichu and Smoggy are able to keep them back. There may not be much more of a long haul left of this map. Kong going forward with rocket in hand will connect onto Jing.
Chef's kiss.
Perfectly played, and look at where Smoggy is. Only able to find one though.
What?
Somehow, something gets two. Kong on the snap, and something with the third. Leaving the star on his own to settle the shots. The clip runs dry. Something with 4 and Paper X with 9.
He just cycled them.
We're about to find out how that plays out. Jing getting up top and dropping on him, but nobody had his back.
So clutch.
The pit's still up. Can it be dodged by that? The TP out. Pit still in play. Something on the flank. Smoggy waiting. But is he aware of how close he is? Drops down, not able to settle the shots. Paper X still with the fight into this, but they've got to get past this pit.
It's too hard.
The biggest thing in their way here.
Last player standing.
A 1-for-1. Something left to his own devices. Playing his time as best as he can.
Not even going for it.
No, at this point. Is he even gonna get away with the gun? No. Chichu hunts him down. They're committing to this A. They're committing to this A, and it's a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, the Reckoning will continue to cause problems, but Haodong manages to sidestep all of it. Nobody does too.
What a good split. And now with that dog being proactive in the CT spawn, they have the info that both players should be on the flank.
And they've seen 2 bits of utility as well, the dog and now the flash.
They're too disciplined in these scenarios. Their post-plant win rate is sky high.
It was good yesterday, it continues today. There's no way for them to get in.
1 enemy remaining.
The reflink from Smoggy, it's clinical.
Something again will try to save. He wasn't successful in the previous round. And I don't even think he really has a shot at it this time. Deals a little bit of damage. It's already had to be. Something popping the ult.
Seconds left.
Trying to get across. EDG are slowing things down. This has been a problem for them before. If they can settle though, they should be okay. Forsaken is still gonna be on the rotate, but the kill's all coming through for Paper Rex! And now the controller utility has arrived. Divide perch over the top. Smoggy has to frag his way out of this, but he's surrounded. He's gotta get out of there. There's the rocket invested.
Wow.
Again, the satchel utility is just so good, man.
And you're not ready for something on top Chuck after Jing has fallen off.
Apparently you're not ready for Forsaken either, as he gets 3.
Divide got info, and Forsaken now is proactive.
But Kong is too, aggressively going forward. Mike trying to slam the door on the round. And does his damage. Jing cannot find the target. Devi's left to rotate back A. With the Phantom in hand, full health, full armor. How does he get past through this? Smoggy's weak, yeah. Nobody's taking a little bit of damage, yeah. But a 1v3 is a big ask. They've got money, so why not go for it? 2 away from Seeker, so why not go for it? But he doesn't find a single thing. Forsaken so far up here. Meanwhile, pushing all the way up into showers. The orbital strike will send them apart. Smoggy will fall. And Forsaken, the space he had taken was so good. A 5v2 now. It's disaster, they crumble. At the foot of Paper X, they cannot stand. Map 1 goes away, Pacific's #1 seed.
Approach, they're gonna go for even more here. Kong.
Remember, the post plan is where they find success, but this time they try to get a little aggressive ahead of it. The kills are traded though, something giving Paper X the advantage. They got to what they needed, but it was with a little bit of aggression and a couple of bodies also along the way. EDG have thrived in post plants, but they're down in numbers.
They have the info though. They push spawn.
Smoggy.
Flash connected, Doug.
Smoggy getting tagged, the Thrash going forward. They thought he was gonna funnel out on the other side. He's gotten it down to 1, the wall goes up. There's really nothing waiting on the other side though. Something falls. Can Mindfreak win this out on his own? Settling shots onto the first, Crosshair swinging onto the second. Haodong patient on the swing. He tries to switch to Ghost and the timing could not have been worse. Light armor on Devi and Forsaken. And of course, as I call his name, delivers a kill.
Jeez. Peeked into a firing squad right there. Okay.
EDG really tried fighting mid here. I mean, the X's on the minimap tell the tale.
And to be fair for EDG in that round, or in this round, it's not over yet, but they had a chance to get some kills in those exchanges.
Sure.
The shots just didn't go their way this time. You know, they ran into a firing squad. But when you dry peek into top mid like that, it's kind of what you're set up for. You kind of want that.
Right, you want the fight. And you expect the shots to go your way. Something was one of the weaker remaining members. To be fair, there are a lot of them.
Yeah. Down mid.
Oh, but I love this. This time they don't make any noise, but Paper X gladly take that fight and come out on top.
Kong almost had that opener too. He caught something on the tap of his own eye there. Just didn't go his way. Good shots from something, but he gets traded out by Haodong top mid, and now that's a Cypher ult. Full info the way of EDG. They can really maneuver around the map, and that's why you see players taking all that A space.
I love the way that Paper X just handled that. It made him look like they were going to go mid. As soon as the second tick goes through, they rotate back A, and Forsaken is ahead of the punch.
That's why. Exactly what you just said. That's the opener for Forsaken, and now they have man advantage in the retake.
Ult committed. Jing looking to find a target. He's found plenty of space. But Howdong's left alone. He's gotten one, but that's all it'll be. Creeping around mid, they're gonna have to deal with that trip. Devi gets up top, and he still gets tagged. Has to get back down by the skin of his teeth. I thought he was gonna survive, but he spammed through. Mindfreak now filling in on the space. Will get his one and gets away. Forsaken on the swing. Also getting a couple, but Chichu's left alone a 1v1, and something has been cooking his flank the entire round. Nobody has gone exploring around elbow. Mindfreak is the only one close by. Nice shots, but the op trading on the other side.
Great trade.
That'll win that every time.
He saw his elbow, and Jing on the reswing wasn't ready for Kong's operator.
Ulting off of that, and it never goes off.
Welcome to my world.
And now there's the pit they're gonna have to deal with. But honestly, if Forsaken plays around this, gets a kill onto Howdong, there may be a shot at it, but it's Howdong who comes out on top. Cypher ult used. Something in Devi will try to get this back. They've got the money and they have the weaponry to do it. But they're down in numbers. They don't have that advantage.
You did good.
You kind of just have to pray that you're going to spam the Viper through the smoke at this point if you're PRX. But he steps out of it, Chichu.
Ahead of it. Nicely played.
Confidence like that. You want to keep popping shots in my smoke? I'll bring the fight to you, buddy. That's the operator. Out of play as well.
Chichu will fall.
Yeah, and something should just save this op in this round. EDG are so good when they get the bomb down. The desk was talking about it. I've been talking about it.
No attack side off this time around. Something has his, and man,
Down,
nobody never had a shot.
That was so fast. And that's the initiator down for EDG. So you kind of have to contact into anywhere now, and there's a setup from PRX.
As soon as Forsaken gets contact, Jing can swing, or he just gets the kills by himself, and Devi's with him as well.
It's beautiful.
I mean, you set it up super well. That was very aggressive. That was very Paper X. Kong using the last bit of mobility that he had to get aggressive ahead of it. Little green goo at his feet. Kong will fall.
What a fault line.
Smuggy's in a really nice spot, though. Oh my goodness, what a shot! Forsaken takes his head clean off. Chichu and Howdong have to win this one on their own. Howdong was so weak, and now he's dead. Paper X up big.
30 seconds
Not
left.
just in this round, but they're about to hit 7 on the map.
Forsaken might get another Breach ultimate after this kill. Or even if he falls. There it is. No
And
way.
that level of aggression just sends a shudder down their spine. Even if Jing leaves, which he does, they've got to be afraid of what's afoot, what's at their doorstep. They've invested the Rolling Thunder as well. They're all trapped here. Can EDG stand strong? Forsaken again, patiently playing his time. He's gonna have to do it on his own, and he can't. That was such a cool idea, but now they understand where the pressure's coming from, and EDG have to turn eyes back. Every single flash used. Howdong only gets one. Smoggy on the swing. Can't stand up either. Nobody's out, not connecting. But that's okay.
They're walled off.
Devi's gonna get the defuse, at least to have to spam to break the panel.
They have to push.
They've got a body bag in front of them. They hold the defuse the whole way. I mean, surely they know that everyone's here. The paranoia is out. The dizzy over the top is really nice, and then the swing. But the slow, nobody can't get out. He's forced to fight. And Paper X mow him over.
The counter utility from PRX, it was too clean, but they're still running into the mass amounts of EDG players. Howdong is stuck here.
Again, another slow orb with nowhere to go. Maybe Chichu can catch a little something along the way. I don't know if the comms didn't come through there, understanding that's where the bullets were coming from, but they're trying to find safety. And they're gonna try to swing all the way into Paper X. 2 of them fall.
2 is criminal there for Mindfreak.
Kong has taken stages by storm throughout his entire career. A desperate need to strike once more. Can Kong deliver? in front of a home crowd. It's just the pistol, but he's got to hit these shots.
He saw Divide.
He's got to convert here. Finds one, but something.
And PureX don't have bomb either.
They've put the wall up. I guess they think they're safe across the middle of the map. Divide has to be careful here. Oh, as he's going to try to cross. Hong Kong has gotten ahead of it. He's going to get the kill, and that's a spike.
Spike down B.
But they don't know. They don't know that all the players were towards the A side of the map, so he kind of has to give bomb here.
Right there.
Howdong does aggress B main. That will give EDG the info that everybody was towards that A side of the map.
He's got the line. They're going to have to swing into it. That
30
fault line is
seconds
just
left.
so good, but something will fall. Howdong now forced to swing back into the fight
Remaining.
as the spike hits the
down,
ground
B.
once more.
My camera is destroyed.
Mind Freak left in a 1v4. EDG played this so well, proactively taking space. And in the face of a full buy from EDG, this close to closing it out,
Showstopper.
this could be a mess.
Spike drop.
What EDG desperately need to avoid is now knocking on their doorstep. They still have guns though, and they're healthy. But the Thrash invested. You imagine Ching will follow. Rocket online, no satchels to get any sort of space.
And no kill either.
Meanwhile, Kong Kong on the swing. He's now 1 point away from having his ult online. Jing up close with the stinger, avoiding the utility, still getting a shot under nobody. He connects onto the second. Kong Kong again. Left to deliver for EDG. And with targets on either side. Sneaky gap here on the other side. Understanding where that's where the pressure could be coming from. Howdong has fallen. The spike is down. Oh, how can EDG try to take this thing back? They've got a rifle in the hands of Smoggy and in nobody.
It's a good start.
He strikes first.
Right there.
The wall's still in play, and now they can sit back with Forsaken's ult. If they really want to get messy with it, Mind Freak can flip it. TP deep behind enemy lines. Instill chaos into the round. Or they just close it out with the fault line. A really nice shot out from Smoggy. It's getting messier than it should have been. Again, Kong Kong left alone. Can he deliver this time? No! Far up. Do they clear him? Do they know he's there? The crossfire's so nice! Forsaken falls, nobody on the swing, connects! 3 left on the side of PaperX, make that 2. EDG seem to be holding the line here, and they're throwing everything into this.
He almost got caught out being in his smoke form.
Pushed off the wall, and now they decide to go. The wingman first, the wall up, Jing playing on the other side. Howdong falls, so does Smoggy. 3 left to try to stay up, to try to keep tournament hopes alive. And that's another that will fall, another that will crumble. Nobody was nowhere to go. PaperX seemed to have done it. In the face of 5, nobody will fall. Grand finals in LA, lower finals in Madrid. In front of a Chinese crowd, the Heartbreak Kids will not be denied.